Okay.
And right after I write this note. Okay, okay. I had a burrito on the way, but I guess I have to. It's gonna be cold by the time I get to it.
On the way, like being delivered, or you were
Yeah,
making it?
yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
being delivered. I thought it would be here before 7, but
well, I mean, if it shows up,
yeah. I just step away.
put the
Excuse
guy on
me.
the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. I'm about to go disappear off into the mountains. Let me see. Uh, okay, okay. I'm done with that note. Um, um. Let's see. Making sure my phone has enough energy. Because I've been playing PUBG Mobile.
How is that? How is that compared to Fortnite mobile?
It's 20 times better than Fortnite Mobile. I mean, I'm okay with Fortnite Mobile, but PUBG just feels amazing. Plus, it supports voice chat and stuff. So pretty dope. I've been putting a lot of time into that for the last 2 days. Besides playing Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
So
okay. I downloaded Sea of Thieves last night. I haven't played it yet, so
yeah.
I'll tonight.
Uh,
And then
all
let's
right.
see.
I'm about to text Val right now because I got too many um things going on in my phone. All right, I text Val. Mm, all right, when I'm done recording, and we can start in like a minute or two.
Okay.
Just making sure, just doing last minute, shit,
Okay,
last
buddy.
minute shits.
Okay,
So,
buddy. Shout out to anyone listening right now on the link. Make your presence known in the chat room, please. We'll shout you out.
all right, let's see. Close all my windows on my because we don't need anything to disrupt anything. Okay, I text Val, so we'll see how that goes. Um, is my laptop plugged up? Yes, it is, but no, it's not. Okay, there it is. Put that there.
Try to think, guys, who you want to put in the penitentiary at the end of the show. By the way, Kid Rock is lonely right now.
Oh, oh, I I got someone to go up in there. I got someone to go up in there. The penitentiary won't last for long. It won't be empty. Okay. All right. So that we got that. Turn off notifications on my phone because I don't want people texting me and all that while I'm, blue 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 doing all that. All right. Where do I go to messages? There we go. Boop. And no notifications on that. That's going to be weird. Danielle, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Give me 30 seconds. I'm about to have some getting a drink right quick.
Beautiful.
Um, I had some. Oh no, I don't want to do tequila.
Oh, that'll be an interesting show.
Well, we're supposed to do. So, St. Patrick's Day celebration. We're supposed to, you know, go a little crazy, but I think I'll stick with just Smirnoff, and I'll
Ah.
and I will mix it with some type of, I don't know what type of juice. Oh, black cherry plum.
Oh,
Oh, that does
Yeah.
sound tasty.
Yeah, it's very, very good. You know, expanding my horizons. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, let me make sure I'm good. Turn off my light.
Wait, Val has not responded yet?
She has not responded yet, but how about someone? What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. I guess just send her. Oh, there she is. Holy shit! Speak of the
Hi, guys.
devil.
Hello.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my phone is absolutely fucked. But I'm staying at a place that I don't know the Wi-Fi password, so I can't get it on my laptop. So I had to
you're all
reboot my
good.
phone. I'm sorry.
Nice
What
hurting.
what does that banner say? No boys allowed or something? There's some.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it says. Actually, that's exactly what it says.
Wow.
No boys allowed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I guess we shall start this thing-a-lang. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know how to turn off the camera.
Oh no, you're good. No, just whatever. It don't matter. You know, we know what you look like. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 8th episode of Scheduled for One Fall. I am Patrick. Alongside me is La Flama Blanca, Val Capone, and also Black Market Ivan. Starting with ladies first. Either one, how was your week? Don't matter.
Val, tell us a tale.
Oh, I have bruises on me that I don't know where they came from. I think I jumped off a golf cart last night. I've been down here working spring training, and let me tell you, man, it is insane down here. I don't even know. I went to like 12 bars last night. I don't remember any of them, and I had multiple people text me and say, "Are we still friends?"
Oh wow, wow! That sounds like a good old time, though. I don't know.
That sounds like everyday occurrence in my life.
God.
Yeah, I had a baseball scout text me and ask me if we were still friends, and I was like, "Friends? I don't know. Yes."
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. It was a good time. But yeah, so yeah.
Well, that's awesome, Val. It's Danielle over here, and I have had nothing going on this week except for just working a lot and watching a lot of wrestling and getting through the unbelievable winter second wave that we're having in spring in Chicago.
Oh God, don't tell me that.
It's
Don't
terrible.
tell me that. I'm coming home next week. Don't tell me that.
I'm extremely envious that you are in Arizona because of the just for the weather alone, because it is winter. It's straight up winter in Chicagoland. So
yes,
that's what's happening.
The weather is very pissed right now. Ivan,
sorry.
how about you? What's going on with you?
Me? Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
You.
I'm sorry. My ear holes are frozen from the cold.
Oh.
Yeah. you know
I got a
what?
sunburn.
So, okay, that's good. That's good. I was shaving the other day, my face, and
yeah.
And I think I noticed a new mole. So speaking of sunburn and things of that nature, I should probably check that out. But let me. This show is starting off really weird.
That means we're doing it right.
And I was shaving elsewhere, and I noticed a lump. And okay, so speak. Do you guys now? I know now this will segue into what Danielle's going to introduce to us in a second. But do you guys feel that this 3 months so far, this 3.5 months, in this cold, nasty Chicago, I don't know about you guys, but we have been drinking a lot more than usual.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I haven't been to Chicago since January 27th. I mean, technically, I was home for 8 days between today, March the 21st, and January 27th. So I don't really know, but I definitely have been drinking a lot more. I was in England for 3 weeks, as you guys probably remember. Yes. And I was with my mate Stu, whose birthday it actually is today. He turned 40.
Well, happy birthday, Stu Bennett.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not that Stu.
Is Stu English?
Yeah, he's English. Stuart Bain.
Patrick, what's your British birthday wish you want to give him?
Shit, man, just have as much protected sex as you can. Happy birthday.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
You don't want no kid at 40. Or maybe you
No,
do.
bro. No, I don't. No, I don't think so.
All right. Well,
Yeah, he don't. But I don't even know what winter's like. I feel like such a cunt. Excuse me for saying that, but I do. I'm getting bold early, guys. I might still be drunk from yesterday. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Even better.
Yeah. I had a beer with lunch at the brewery that we were at, and I feel like you guys would be proud of me. It was called Shot in the Arm at McFate Brewing here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it was 14% ABV.
Oh, nice.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I was just like, damn, Gina. You know?
That's amazing.
That's like dragon's milk.
Yeah.
Like
I was paying for that night the next day all at my day job.
But that's, you know what though? That's great. There's nothing better than high ABV drink that you're like, wow, man, I really feel this.
Yeah, I was like, I just need one, and I couldn't even finish it because, I mean, also I didn't want to drink and drive. That's just not safe, you know.
Yeah.
And I had to come back to Phoenix because I'm staying at one of the fabulous Desert Doll roller derby captains. I'm staying at her apartment, and so I had to come back to Phoenix, and so I didn't want to get too schnockered.
Stop being modest. You're staying in a mansion. It's okay. We just saw it on camera. So
No.
stop being modest.
You saw
to the
the
people.
You saw the "No Boys Allowed" sign that's right above her bed. I love it.
Oh man, that is wonderful.
That's amazing.
Speaking of alcohol consumption, I found a perfect pairing this week for our show this week of wrestling. And it's actually from a local brewery called Sketchbook Brewing Company out of Evanston, Illinois, which is just a few miles away from the Chicago zip code. Not too far.
A couple two tree.
You know, and it's the name of this hazy IPA, as what they're calling it, is called Insufficient Clearance. And
that's kind of what my credit card says when I book for all in.
Your my bank account says funds at the end of that sentence. So I think we're all in the same boat here. But I thought in light of, when we get to our WWE segments with Roman Reigns,
oh my God,
making his insufficient appearance, aka clearance, where he's not supposed to be. And I can't handle him. The clearing of Daniel Bryan, I thought this was an appropriate choice for this week's pairing,
which we'll get to, and Big Cass.
Oh, and Big Cass. How did I forget?
Yeah.
I forgot about Big Cass.
What's your so far? How is this drink?
It is very delicious. It definitely has some juicy flavors to it.
Much like Prince Nevitt.
Nevitt.
Yes.
Mother.
I definitely have some mango and pineapple flavoring with this. It's got a lower percentage. It's only 5%, which is actually very low for my normal consumption on the podcast. But, gotta switch it up once in a while, right?
Yeah, okay, we'll see. You'll be drunk by NXT. Or no, 205 Live.
Okay.
Oh, I'm halfway there. So you guys are in for a great show tonight.
Let me test this sound effect that I just got. I'm a little late, Val.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
Yes!
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. By the way, I just terrified the little dog that's laying with me in bed. This dog bolted. Vader is the cutest little Chihuahua pug. Oh my God, this mofo is so cute. And when I reacted to my favorite sound on the planet, other than Seth Rollins' laughter, this dog bolted.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm sure our listeners will love it if I just do that sporadically throughout the show. So,
constantly.
So guys, with that, let me hit you with the New Japan sound effect. What's this sound? Okay, that doesn't make any sense, guys. New Japan has had 2 weeks of the New Japan Cup. Last week, we updated you on the tournament brackets, and as of a few hours ago, the New Japan Cup 2018 has concluded. It's a similar concept to the Royal Rumble. The winner of this cup that is many, many, many nights long, not just one night, but many nights long, will get to choose who will they face for a title shot, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight, or Never Open Weight champion of their choosing. So after, I'm not going to go over every single match, but after, you know what? I'll hit you with some highlights. We had Bullet Club. Bad Luck Fale, Tangaloa, and Yujiro Takahashi defeated Michael Elgin, Toa Henare, and Togi Makabe. A lot of big guys in there. Nice match there. Killer Elite Squad, KES, which is Davey Boy Smith and Lance Archer. These are some hard-hitting, tough guys. Defeated Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru Yano. This is like Danielle actually just watched the show, so I'm going to have her review it in a second. Los Ingobernables de Japón, which was Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, Sonata, and Tetsuya Naito defeated the Suzuki-gun stable of El Desperado, Minoru Suzuki, Val's husband, Takashi.
My future ex-husband. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And Yoshinobu Kanemaru, so nice 4-on-4 action. Then there was this is kind of rare for New Japan. There was a little segment where some of the juniors were kind of out there. Roppongi 3K came out and kind of cleaned house. So that's actually kind of rare to have those skits in New Japan. Chaos, my new favorite, and I think Danielle's new favorite, Chucky T, and as he calls him, Lil Kazu, Kazuchika Okada.
Sexy Chucky T.
Sexy Chucky, yep.
Sexy.
Defeated Chase Owens and Kota Ibushi. Then, after defeating, for the last week and a half, defeating Tatsuya Naito on one night, Kota Ibushi on another night, Sonata in another night, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi to become the 2018 New Japan Cup winner. And
can I just have all of his babies, please?
And after
I just love Zack Sabre Jr.
Holy moly.
Now speaking of which, if Zack Sabre Jr. wasn't already amazing, Taka Michinoku is his hype man.
Yep.
And he hypes him up before the match, and after the match, he talked a lot of trash to the competition, and he asked Zack, "What's next?" And after some deliberation, after thinking about it,
he's gonna have my babies.
He said, "I'm gonna have Val's babies in this cup."
I love him so much.
He said, "I want Okada." So he's going for the top belt. And they are going to face off at Sakura Genesis.
Can we go, Danielle?
Yes, I'm down. Like, you're going to have his babies, and I'm going to as well. So this will be an interesting family we're going to make.
It's going to be brilliant.
Because Zack Sabre Jr., ooh, he is
ZSJ for days.
There's just like, okay, Val.
No,
Val and I are on the same page on... I don't want to have children, but I'd have children with him. No offense, Black Market.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to keep them. They can just go elsewhere.
Yeah, we could just give him away. Like,
you know what?
Everyone.
Yeah. Right now, if you ask me, Simon, do you want children? I'd be like, no, not really. Just not in my lifestyle. But if you said, if the doorbell rang and I opened the door and there was a well-behaved little British girl, and was like, "I have no mommy or daddy," I'd be like, "Come on in."
What the
What is that accent?
What?
I have no mommy and daddy.
Mommy or daddy?
Mommy.
If the door opened and this little 8-year-old girl said, "Oi! I got no mommy and daddy, you right?"
I'm just so confused about the well-behaved statement.
A child.
I just
must be well behaved.
Can't even handle this accent.
Must dress himself.
Mommy and daddy.
He's from the northern part of the Britain Island.
Will you be my mom?
This show just goes to shit every week. When we bring out the impressions.
I apologize to everybody from the UK. Americans are assholes.
We're just
look at our president.
That's stereotype, okay? We're just we're ticking all the marks. We're ticking all the boxes, okay?
This will be the
I think we're
racism alarm.
I think we're I think we're ticking off all the marks. We're not ticking all the marks. We're ticking off all the marks.
Yes!
We are going to have so much hate mail up in your DMs, Danielle. Like, that's not even fair, La Flama Blanca.
As long as they just slide into the DMs versus, slap the DM.
Slap the DM, smack the DM.
What's happening there?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm all for slapping, but,
Oh, you guys, I forgot. I did the splits at Sloan Park yesterday across the tarp and in the middle of the outfield. Okay, true story. I'll send you guys a picture.
Yeah,
amazing. That's pretty cool.
You know what? All the neckbeards are going to love that. They're definitely.
If you got a Kevin Owens shirt on and you like what Val just said, give me a hell yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Ivan, for the Japan stuff. Oh my God, I made that sound like it was nothing. The Japan stuff.
Like, cue the racist sound.
I have my racist alarm ready, okay, or my culturally insensitive alarm.
I'm gonna put in a sound bite. Maybe it's gonna be that black kid yelling, "That's racist."
Oh yeah,
Yes.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Okay, so
oh no.
So back from the future that is Japan, we come trillions of miles away, and into the whatever. I don't have anything funny to say. Pat, what happened on Raw?
Oh my God, I got a lot to say about this fucking show, but let's start with Kurt Angle coming out and, saying the same bullshit he says for the last 7 months or whatever, just, playing to the crowd or whatever, which I don't really give a shit about. He said that Roman Reigns wasn't there. Lo and behold, the greatest wrestler of our generation walks through the crowd, the big dog, gets in the ring, does his, normal spiel, he disrespected Samoa. And, oh, wow, that was bad. So
that was super bad, actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to edit that out. So Kurt Angle says, look, I'm sorry. He said the most disgusting thing ever. He said, in 3 weeks, you have Brock Lesnar in the palm of your hands. Now, that's one WrestleMania I do not want to watch. I'm sorry. I'm not watching that match if he's going to have Brock Lesnar in the palm of his hands. Ugh. No offense.
I think that's Sable. I feel like Sable would have something to say about that.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. So these fake cops come out, a.k.a. performing enhancing talent or whatever. They come out, they read him his rights and stuff. They handcuff Roman Reigns, and oh my God, this is the best part. Roman Reigns is just beating up the police. No one's saying nothing. No one's doing nothing. Just beat up the police, And then this is what pisses me off. Okay.
Oh God.
Here comes Brock Lesnar, right?
I love him.
Definitely beats the shit out of Roman Reigns. Like, he beats him to smithereens. Suplex City while Roman Reigns is handcuffed. Basically beat his ass for about 5 minutes. He leaves. They put Roman Reigns on this. Roman Reigns? That's a creative wrestler. No, Roman Reigns. They put him on a stretcher. And next thing you know, Brock Lesnar comes back out again. And he throws Roman Reigns off the fucking stretcher.
Oh, it was great.
And you know what? I would say that's great. But this is what I don't like. It's time for me to get serious here. And yes, I've been drinking a little vodka. But that's besides the point. How dare you people? How dare the WWE Universe? How dare you people chant, "You deserve it"?
That was amazing.
When Roman Reigns shows up to Monday Night Raw every week, even when he's suspended, he still came to work. And this is how you repay him? By having a part-timer like Brock Lesnar handcuff him and beat his ass for 10 minutes? This is what you do? You know what? I don't even want to talk anymore about that segment. Just, whatever, man. Just, whoever idea that was, just know that you're a piece of shit. And, not Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns is the best wrestler right now.
Are you super drunk? You are super drunk, aren't you?
I'm kind of drunk.
I don't even know you anymore, man.
Okay.
Hashtag, I cannot.
Mount Rushmore.
Hashtag agreed.
Hashtag Mount Rushmore. Roman Reigns on all 4 faces.
Oh no! Wow.
So we go to the next match, and you know what? I know you stupid neckbeards that's going to be in my DMs and stuff like that. Oh my God, it's a women's match. So guess what? It's a piss break match, huh? No, it wasn't a piss break match. Actually, it was a nice match. Asuka going against Alexa Bliss. Obviously, Asuka won via countout because Nia Jax came out there and did a great Godzilla impression.
You know what? Dude. That was the best part of the match, though, was when Nia came out and tried to whoop ass and chase her across the whole arena.
You just say
she just like
Godzilla impression?
Yeah, she just flung Mickie James like she was like ripping off a bra after a long day at work.
Yes.
Like she just fucking threw Mickie James into Arizona, and it was being filmed in Dallas, Texas.
It was amazing though. Like if Nia didn't come out, it would have been a piss break. Like just I'm putting my stamp of approval because of Nia Jax in that match.
Will say one thing though, Nia Jax, when she came out, she got one of the biggest pops of the night, and that's something that I've really been waiting for the fans to really get behind Nia Jax, and maybe they're doing something with this bullying storyline they got, but don't be a bully, be a star. Okay, so then we go and we cut into the video package of Mark Henry being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm all for it. One more black man in there, and I've been saying this. It's every year they put one black person into the Hall of Fame. This year we got 3. We got Devon, we got Jared Robinson for the Warrior Award, which I think should be renamed, and then we got fucking Mark Henry. I can't believe it.
Hey, who is that? Who is that kid that won the Warrior?
He's a kid I know.
JJ.
JJ. He's been. I know he's a New Orleans Saints fan, and he was sick for a while, and a big fan of WWE. He's been to a lot of events there, and he actually deserves it, man. Like I'm really happy that they given him the award, but please change Warrior's name. Get his name off that. Look, I don't have to really say or repeat the shit that Ultimate Warrior said, but just YouTube it. Very homophobic. Very KKK-ish, just a whole bunch of disgusting shit that Warrior. Rest in peace to him, though. Anyway,
call it the Connor.
Connor the Crusher.
Yeah, that's what it should have been from the beginning. Rest in peace to Connor as well. So then we go to the next match, and I think that sounds like Vader. But
yeah, Vader is actually really mad about the Warrior name change.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He just left the room. Yeah. He just left the room.
So we go to the next match, and we got Braun Strowman defeating Cesaro, of course, because Cesaro would not beat fucking Braun Strowman. It was a decent match for what it was, very beautiful European uppercuts thrown from Cesaro, which is what he's known for. And then, here we go, piss break match. The Revival defeating Titus Worldwide. Look. I gotta call Vince McMahon. Look, I gotta call Triple H. I gotta call Road Dogg, Kevin Dunn. Look, man, let my people go. Let Titus O'Neil and Apollo go. Don't have them just on the show every week getting their ass whooped within 3 minutes. I'm still upset about that whole Apollo getting eliminated out of the tag team Royal Rumble or Battle Royal last week. He only was in there for 1 second. Let them go. Let them go to Impact. I want to see Apollo do great things because for his size and his height, he does so. He's amazing, but obviously they're just pissing him away. And then back to back, another piss break match. And yes, neckbeards, it's a women's match. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, they defeated Bayley and Sasha Banks. Obviously, they're playing off to this stupid storyline where, Bayley's pissed off at Sasha for her actions at Elimination Chamber. And look, just turn one of these chicks heel. I don't give a fuck at this point. It can be Sasha. It can be Bayley. I don't care. Hell, fucking bring back Linda McMahon. I don't care.
Oh, no. As long as it's Linda in the wheelchair segment, I'm for it.
Oh, yeah.
So then the what the fuck of the night, the John Cena segment, which I really don't get. Look, all right, he's coming out there, he's complaining about the Undertaker, still calling him a coward, and look, you're not the man you used to be. And all this.
It was really intense and fucking long.
It was intense and long. And no, we're not talking about a porn. We're talking about John Cena here. So get your mind out the gutter. So, all right, this is what I don't understand. Look, John Cena, let me give you some advice. And I might tweet this to you. I might not, because I might get suspended. But look, John Cena, if you want to match with The Undertaker, have WWE in the back, play the national anthem, and just kneel in the middle of the ring. And I guarantee you The Undertaker would run down the ring like the Ultimate Warrior, because we all know he's all about America and, all that. So that's what you should do, Cena. Then
bring back Muhammad Hassan should come out.
Yeah, the ghost of Muhammad Hassan. That would make sense.
It'd be like, nobody's here to defend America.
Which is crazy.
That was my. Wait, hold on.
You would.
Yeah, that's the racially insensitive moment of the show.
But you know what?
You mean the one?
The one of many.
But you know what's crazy is that Muhammad Hassan was Italian. They had an Italian guy play it. You know what? That's another story. I was a big fan of him. But anywho, out of nowhere, fat ass Kane comes out. I'm surprised he's not in Dallas fucking, campaigning for something. I don't know. He comes out. Cena asks Kane, hey, was it yes or no? I don't know why he was asking Kane that, but of course Kane gave him a shitty choke slam from hell, or a choke slam from Knoxville. That's what I'm gonna call it for now. The choke slam from Knoxville, and that was the end of that. So you know what? Look, man, Kane versus John Cena at WrestleMania. Who gives a shit? Whatever. I don't care. Then we had somewhat of another piss break match. I was not feeling this. The Balor Club defeating the Miz and the Miz Taraj.
The OGBC.
Love that shirt. Love that shirt. Definitely coming to the collection this year. I would have to say this. Look, Vince McMahon, let Curtis Axel go. Let Bo Dallas go. Let them just let them do something else. It's nothing for them to do in the WWE.
I don't know. I kind of like them.
I mean, I like him too. But look, man, that is the son of Mr. Perfect, and you should treat him as such. So they're just bullshitting with him. But at the end of the match, the Miztourage, they beat the shit out of what's his name, Prince Devitt, and out comes Seth Rollins. He comes out and gets in on the action, and then after it's said and done, he tells Finn Balor, "You owe me." Now look, I'm not a rocket scientist, and look, I know my brain might be kind of fucked up because I smoke on this, the Satan spinach or the devil's lettuce or whatever you might call it. But I don't recall Finn Balor ever asking for Seth Rollins' help. So what does he owe? He doesn't owe you a thing. You did that on your own. But you know what? I'm just a black guy that like wrestling. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So then we go to the last match, and oh man, were the neck beards fed up to look. If you didn't watch TNA and Piss, then you would never have never seen any of these matches. Look, I enjoyed it. I will say this is the first time in years where I was thrilled by the ending of Monday Night Raw. Was it over the top? Yeah. Was it a little crazy? Yes. But if you never seen the final deletion or the ultimate deletion or the amazing deletion or any other deletions that they've done in Impiss, then you would know this is what they do. Now, for the casual look, I will say this though, I had a very hard time explaining this to my girlfriend. She's like, why?
No, but she's a good bracket to target fans who are not let's just say interested, or you're trying to get them to invest their time into wrestling. Right. Like, she's a good reference. So, Pat, tell us, what was her response about this?
She was like, "Oh, okay, that was new," and that was it.
That's it.
Like, yeah. Like,
no, wait. But did you prepare her? Did you set up the story of why WWE is, doing this?
Well, she's been watching like it's in bits and pieces. I kind of like send stuff to her phone. Rated G stuff to her phone. And she's been watching like little bits. I've been kind of easing her in. I still have her in NXT, so she watches NXT. I haven't moved her up to the main roster yet, but
you didn't show her the final deletion, which is the piss break.
Yeah, no, I didn't show her that. I do not want my girl to be in a coma to watch any TNA or any piss wrestling. So
Good.
So I just told her, look, watch this next match with an open mind. And she was like, all right, okay, whatever. What's the worst that could happen? And then she saw fucking Bray Wyatt, like 30 Bray Wyatts walking through the and I'm just like, oh well, that's just what it is. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, I enjoyed it. Hopefully, Matt Hardy won the match. I forgot to say that. And he threw him in the lake of reincarnation. We did see a brief Jeff Hardy, aka Brother Nero, appearance. I don't know, whatever.
Hey, but we have to highlight the fact that Senor Benjamin had a cameo, and that Vanguard 1 he was like the tag team partner of Matt Hardy during this match. I loved it.
Now, this was filmed days before Jeff Hardy was arrested, for the DUI. So I don't know how they'll use him going forward, but the amount of buzz, this was trending #1 on Twitter worldwide for I think 3 hours on Monday.
Yeah, definitely was.
I feel like if they were gonna can him and like take him out, they would have done so already.
They
could have edited him out.
They could, you're right. They would have edited it. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? The Senor Benjamin throwing the globe at him and just singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. So the internet was loving the lake of reincarnation concept, because the concept being, if you have to kill a gimmick, just throw them in there. And then you could be like, oh yeah, Bray Wyatt is no longer this character, because like Jason Jordan, just throw Jason Jordan in there, and
just drown him.
And speaking of, so he's no longer Kurt Angle's son. Don't worry about it. That Jason Jordan is in the lake.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, Raw sidebar, we were watching Botchamania the other day, and there was a segment where someone was like, Kurt Angle, how many kids do you have? 4? He's like, no, I have 5. And I have 5 children. And then it showed a family photo of 5 children. And then Jason Jordan's like number 6 with a question mark. So I think if they're saying that on live TV, I bet when he comes back, they're not going to refer to him as Kurt Angle's son anymore.
I hope not, man. He's pissed.
I think it's because Kurt Angle has had too many concussions, so he just lost his damn mind.
I think
he forgot
on him losing his mind. The guy needs cue cards.
Yeah,
and he needs an acting coach to teach him to look like he's not reading the cue cards on top of it.
Yeah, but how's he gotten so bad? Like the concussion,
I don't know.
Probably the years of drug abuse, but like he used to be great on the mic, and now he just looks dazed all the time.
I will say one thing: if someone put a gun to Kurt Angle's head, say WWE, he'll be dead. He'll be dead. I don't know what the hell he's saying. WWE, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's all my Raw results. Pretty much, there's nothing else to say about it.
Well, cheers.
Okay.
Cheers, and a new beer opening to the Ultimate Deletion.
Yes. Hopefully Bray Wyatt is deleted, and we get Husky Harris.
I'm pouring one out for Raw.
For Husky Harris?
And to whoever we want to pour it out to.
So, match of the night, Pat? of that show?
Oh, man. I don't know. There really wasn't a good match. I guess the Ultimate Deletion.
Ultimate Deletion. Okay, here we go. Alcohol setting in. Or Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss and their little cat feud that people are claiming it's cat fight, but I'm all about it. So cheers to both of those segments.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is actually, the way she's delivering the promo, like even in the backstage segments, she's actually great. She's good at what she does. So that's good because she makes it seem believable, you know? Like when they had this Alicia Fox and Drew Gulak or Tony Nese or whatever, whoever the hell Alicia Fox was dating on 205 Live, like that was the worst.
Oh, Noam Dar.
Oh, Noam Dar, yeah. But that whole situation was a mess. Whoa. So we got some extreme feedback on the mics there. But I think that was Vanguard One targeting our show. So Danielle, why don't you tell us about laying the Smacketh down?
Oh, yes. Tuesday night. WWE SmackDown.
Oh, by the way, whoever, and maybe you have to end this bad, or if not, the listeners can hear this. I don't care. Whoever's got us on loud speakerphone, we can hear ourselves talking from your speaker. Okay, Danielle, go on.
All right. So let's start off SmackDown with the highlight of SmackDown, which is Daniel Bryan being cleared to wrestle and him opening up the show with that statement and just thanking.
That was nice.
It was. He was thanking the crowd, thanking his wife.
Cried.
It was emotional. I had a moment where I took a double breath because I was like, keep it in. I'm not going to cry in my apartment by myself. That's not going to happen today. So I thought it was a great opening. I love everything about Brian Daniels. I think he's an awesome guy. This was a good moment.
What do you guys think before we move on? That's the big news from this week.
It's smart on WWE's part. I mean, if Daniel Bryan's been cleared and by all these other doctors and stuff, and his contract is up in about 5-6 months, hey, fuck it, let's clear him. If he's cleared, let's keep him locked in. He doesn't have to do All In or New Japan because he said, hey, once his contract's over, he's going somewhere else in wrestling. My main concern is if we don't want him to get hurt. I know he's been very vocal on Instagram that he's changed his style up. We won't be seeing flying headbutts anymore because we see what happened with Benoit and and things like that. He's changed this pace up, but once again, I'm happy. This is going to open the door for a possible match, especially after Danielle reads the results to a match at WrestleMania 34. And now I'm really pissed that I didn't get tickets for WrestleMania 34 because we don't see the comeback, not the come. Oh my God, I'm definitely going to leave that out.
Yeah,
you could still get tickets. I mean, they're ridiculously cheap if you want to just be there in the nosebleeds. But if you want to just
buy some binoculars,
I'm going to be hanging off the New Orleans Saints logo on the top of the stadium, the Mercedes-Benz logo or something. But yeah, it was such a feel good to see, Daniel Bryan being gone for 2 years, and everyone saying, "Oh my God, Daniel Bryan's never coming back." I always thought didn't think it was going to be in the WWE. I thought it was going to be somewhere overseas, Ring of Honor, New Japan, or something in that sort. But once again, I'm happy. Just don't put him in a fucking feud with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, side note, Simon and I were talking about this with this being cleared and his love for wrestling that he has proclaimed on all the reality shows he's on, plus on WWE showings. If WWE didn't clear him, his ass would be at Ring of Honor or New Japan. Like, there are so many promotions who would pick him up in a heartbeat. Yeah. So, I guess praise to WWE for capitalizing on that moment and saying, you know what? No, he's our guy. And
like Matt was saying a second ago, they were smart to latch onto him when they could. Yeah, because he would have.
He's a moneymaker.
He would have made. Yeah, he would have been
smart business move.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at the response that the women that have recently been cut from WWE, like Tennille Dashwood, aka Emelina. She's like booked for the next 2 years. Like I've been seeing ads for her for 2019. I'm like, what?
Even
amazing.
James Ellsworth.
So happy for them.
Which is so rad. It's so rad. And like my homegirl Abby Lath, thankfully we can go back to calling her Kimberly. I absolutely love her, and she'll be coming to Chicago soon. I'm really stoked for that. She's
is that an AAW show?
Yeah. I can't recall the date off the top of my head. I apologize, but yeah, I'm super stoked to see her back in the AEW ring. She's actually going to be wrestling for, I want to say it's I don't want to say. She's wrestling in Seattle for the first time ever, even though that's where she's from. But she like started wrestling in Philly. So that's kind of cool.
What the hell? Awesome. First time wrestling in her own town? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And she's been wrestling for how long now? I mean, she's just amazing. And I still don't understand why they let her go, because she is really, really versatile. And I think she's phenomenal. But I'm just really happy for her and, Tennille, that they can bounce back so quickly and they just get scooped up right away. I mean, they're like two of the hottest books in town right now. So exactly, WWE would be completely stupid if they didn't take care of that Daniel Bryan contract business as soon as they could.
No, absolutely. They should have learned their lesson. I mean, Austin Aries, prime example. I mean, all these amazing, talented wrestlers that are just, they made a name for themselves before WWE, and now they're capitalizing on it. Good for them.
Are you guys going with me to Milwaukee on a 420, bruh?
420, Milwaukee.
Friday.
You know what?
Pat, tell me about what your plans are for 420.
Smoke weed every day. That's gonna be my. Well, no, I'll probably edit that out. Oh, I'm gonna be reading a book and drinking milk.
Reading the Bible.
Yeah, reading the Bible and
drinking lots of milk and water.
Yeah, probably watching old WCCW tapes. Hey, like I said, I think I'm free that day, man. Hey, we can.
I'm gonna take a road trip up to Milwaukee because Zello Pro is doing their first show in Milwaukee, and Austin Aries is on the card. So.
Holy shit! Maybe we might run into the Beer City Bruiser too.
Yeah. My new BFF. He liked my tweet.
Yeah.
My God. I'm gonna have to just move on to the next segment, the next wrestling match of SmackDown, which was Shinsuke Nakamura. He defeated Rusev and Aiden English.
Again.
Aiden English is cheerleader. So I'm just gonna, count them both into the match, because post-match, of course, what happens is Rusev and Aiden just attack Shinsuke. And my favorite part of this match was the end, when special commentary, but he wasn't really commentating. They didn't give him a microphone, was AJ Styles sitting next to the commentary table.
I'm glad they didn't give him a mic.
But then you couldn't do your sweet accent, or was that Ivan doing that?
No, that was.
That was Patrick's accent. That was.
What the hell, man? That beating up Shinsuke Nakamura, man.
Well, what I really loved about this match, or this moment of the match, I guess. Well, anyways, I'm gonna move on because alcohol setting in, and I'm trying to skip over my pauses. Was the fact that AJ Styles took his sweet motherfucking time taking off all of his clothes. Well,
what?
Let me take that back. Not all of his clothes, but his extra vest and his belt, and handing it to Corey Graves to slowly help Shinsuke out. But Shinsuke, being who he is, was able to fend off Rusev and Aiden English and survive. And he gave a great eye contact stare down to AJ Styles outside the ring of saying, I don't need you. I don't need your help. I can do this.
I don't need your help. Need Patrick. Face.
Wait a minute. Is this are you where's the offensive racism buzzard? Are you trying to imitate? Anyways, so Alcohol
Oh my
is fully
God.
settled in, and I apologize to my co-host and
This
my
show
fan
sucks.
base. So,
This show sucks so bad.
thanks for all the positive feedback. You should have just slid into my DMs with that feedback. Thank you very much. We're gonna move. we're gonna move on to my piss break match, which was Baron Corbin.
Oh man.
Versus Ty Dillinger, who I honestly didn't recognize him in the ring, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna beat up a jobber." Oh no, it's actually number 10, Ty Dillinger.
Oh my God, yeah.
Terrible match.
Terrible.
It was terrible. I'm just gonna move past it because there's nothing to talk about.
Earthquake Jr. won.
But I will talk about my personal highlights of SmackDown this past Tuesday, which was the amazing, beautiful Charlotte Flair defeating.
Ooh.
Well, no, she didn't.
No.
I was like,
You're drunk. You're drunk.
I read it wrong.
how's that 5% ABV treating you, kid?
It's the quantity versus quality element that's hitting me, I guess.
That's totally fair, D.
Well, Natalya defeating my beautiful Charlotte Flair, but the match was pretty amazing. There was a good build. It wasn't a quick squash match. It was evenly divided between the moments of the stronger wrestler.
It was a good fucking match.
It was a great match. I can't fluff it up any more than what it was. Just check it out if you didn't. Even with Miss Money in the Bank interrupting attempting.
So wait, how did she? I saw on Instagram that she's like that. It was a failed attempt. How was it a failed?
Well, okay, so she runs down the ramp into the ring, hands the briefcase to the ref, and in this brief scuffle, the ref doesn't hit the bell to technically ding her into the match to honor the Money in the Bank contract. So with this little bit of confusion with the ref grabbing the case and running to the outside of the ring, Natty does this little scoop of Miss Flair, pinning her and getting the win. And Miss Money in the Bank does not cash in her.
I am so angry. WWE missed a golden opportunity to change the titles. Look, she should have cashed it in. Like everything that happened, Natalya gives Carmella a boot. She flies out the ring, rolls up what's her name? Charlotte Flair, wins the title that way. And then, of course, they'll just take the title off of Natalya again. But hey, we got to mix it up on Piss Down Live, because these past couple weeks, it's been pissy. Oh, I've been so itchy watching fucking SmackDown. That's what they should have did. But you know what? I'm not a booker. I'm just a black guy that likes wrestling.
I like that you're gonna coin that sentence. That's the second time tonight. I like it.
T-shirt that will sell.
Here's the thing. I just gotta know though, what the fuck is Carmella thinking in cashing in when Asuka is gonna face the SmackDown Live Women's Champ? Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
how stupid are you?
But I think I honestly feel that's the angle they're trying to go with. That she is a ignorant girl. That she is an amateur. Like she's young and doesn't really know what she's up against because that's how her persona is. You know, I feel like they're trying to go with that angle with her and make her, do the sneak attack and win the belt without having to work for it.
Well, she's not going to sniff that belt if Asuka gets it at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you think that Charlotte and Asuka, of course, are going to put on probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
And then Carmella
they're
comes out.
Shit out of each other. Carmella's going to go with a sneak little roll-up and beat Asuka at WrestleMania. I don't think that's going to happen either.
I think it's going to be a failed attempt via, what's his name? Sandow or Corbin. Like they're going to have, or, they're going to get the briefcase and cash or try to cash it in and lose. Because once again, like I said, that SmackDown title is not coming off of Asuka or Charlotte. It's going to pretty much go back and forth between the two.
I got to say, though,
8 years.
If Charlotte does break Asuka's streak, which, I mean, I'm not going to complain if she does that basically virtually make her absolutely untouchable for the rest of her career, a la the Undertaker? I mean,
she's already at that status. You know, Charlotte's what 8-time women's champion already.
Yeah, but she was playing hot potato with Sasha Banks for a while, and then also she was untouchable, or so we thought, because she had never lost a pay-per-view, and then she lost it to my hugger Bailey. You know what I mean?
That was unfortunate. Yeah,
on Fastlane, and it was such a waste of time.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I completely agree. I have high hopes, but I gotta, it's WWE. Let's just remember that. So we gotta keep the negative glass half full there. When it does that even make sense? I don't care. I'm moving on. But yes, we'll see. We are all hardcore fans, and WWE tends to play up the casual fan. So we'll see. Moving on. We're gonna move on to a very upsetting. It should have been a piss break, but I had to tune in because the Usos were up, and I did not realize it was going to be just Jimmy Uso facing the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper.
Wait, I think they're just calling him Harper now.
Oh, they dropped the Luke? They dropped the first name?
Hey, that's their thing. They got to trademark it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let me just give you my little synopsis about this. It could have been an amazing match if they let Luke Harper, or if they're just calling him Harper.
Yes, he's the Harp.
If they just let him be a fast wrestler as he is. You can tell there are moments and there are spots where he can pick up the speed and be at the pace of the Usos, and especially how Jimmy wrestles. And you could see he like stops and he slows down and paces the match in a way to show what the Bludgeon Brothers are about. So I was dissatisfied. I give it a thumbs down. I think it could have been amazing, but the fact that they don't let Luke Harper be the speed that he is makes the match drag on and not worth my time. And I love the Usos, so I'm going to watch anything that they're in. But unfortunately, they lost. Like, Jimmy Uso lost to Luke Harper. So, I don't know. I was disappointed.
Well, piss break for me. Piss break all around. Okay.
Sounds like this show sucked so far.
It did. The only highlight to me was Charlotte and Natty and then Daniel Bryan. But the show is not over.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
There's a very long piss break ahead of you guys with this next segment, which is Orton, Rude, and Mahal. So Mahal comes out.
Maybe just don't even talk about this segment.
Okay.
Yeah, you can skip it. We know what it happened.
Yeah, that's pretty all. Like, that's pretty much all that happened.
That's literally how bad that feud has gotten. I don't even care. They can have killed each other in the ring, like cut off each other's head.
Let's just say again, I watched the show via Hulu, and like Raw, which is cut down to an hour and a half. This was an hour and 20 minutes, and
hour and 20.
And I could have done without this 15-minute feud. And I would have felt satisfied with the show, I guess. Oh, well, quote unquote satisfied. Anyways, moving on to a mediocre match. Yeah.
Come on. No. Stop bullshitting. Stop bullshitting, Danielle. Stop bullshitting. This was a piss break.
It was, but they're the ladies of SmackDown Live, and I have to support the women of the show, so I can't say it's a full piss break just out of principle.
Oh, it's just piss out a little bit and then hold it.
I'm just gonna piss my pants and
be like, "Oh, oops, I gotta hold it."
That is so awkward and unfortunate. I love that you're trying to support women, but don't pee your pants, girl.
That's why I'm using the Baron Corbin ranking. I'm gonna go back to that from episode 3. That it's like a 1.5 hairlines rating here. I support that. I love Naomi. She's my favorite women's wrestler besides Charlotte on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. and Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Again, nothing to say. Just moving on from it. But the girls won. My girls, Naomi and Becky Lynch, won against Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. So that's it. We're just gonna move on from that.
The best thing about that match is that you don't have to hear Liv Morgan's awful seizure-inducing entrance music ever again. That's
true. You know, do you think that's why they put Ruby Riot's song as the intro?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're trying to push her real hard, which props to Heidi Lovelace for that. But that's just maybe. I know a lot of people will say that Stephanie McMahon's music is probably the worst. I really,
it is. I agree on that.
I like it.
I actually love it too, Patrick. Every time it comes on, I'm like,
oh God. Okay, you both. You both.
Yeah.
Stop right now. Okay.
But Liv Morgan probably has the worst entrance music in all of wrestling, and it bums me out.
Oh well, you know.
Yeah, but like the rest of SmackDown, it's like mediocre. So we're gonna just move on.
You know, I've never heard Pat this depressed. Like Pat is so depressed right now.
No comment. I don't. You know, like I said, in this climate, you got to be careful with the things that you say. I'm just gonna say the match was a piss break match. Sorry, neckbeards. I know you tune in and probably jack off and watch these chicks wrestle, but you know what?
It just got weird.
I'm sorry, bro. This was a piss break match, man. You're gonna have to go the whatever Pornhub or whatever you watch. You wasn't getting it here. And look, I am all for women's wrestling. I love what they've how far they've came from us watching bra and panties and mud fights and all that type of bullshit. Like
evening gown matches.
Yeah, evening gown.
Oh
matches.
God, don't remind me.
Saran wrap bikini.
Yeah, like we saw Mae Young's breasts at one point.
Oh God,
and like I'm glad that we're past that. And the women of today are doing an amazing job, but it's not their fault. It's the bookers. They're booking them in. Hey, you know what?
#Fire Road Dogg.
Yeah, for Fire Road Dogg. Hey, this is what I want you to do. It's a DOGG. I want you to go out in that ring and pretend like you're taking a piss. If you're not down with that, take 2 words, suck it. Like that's what I got from that. But I hope that Becky Lynch gets out of her funk, because I am a big Becky Lynch fan, and it's just unfortunate that they got her on SmackDown doing this bullshit piss break.
Has she had any serious victories in a storyline since she won the belt as the first women's champ of SmackDown?
No,
she beat James Ellsworth. That counts as something, right?
No, it doesn't.
Then I guess that the answer is no. She's done jack shit since she got to SmackDown.
And people keep saying, I keep hearing this terrible rumor, is that people, who is it, Kevin Dunn, doesn't want her to advance because he doesn't like her accent.
Oh, wow. Now, where's the insensitive buzzer on that? Okay.
Times a million. And I was actually thinking about it while I was watching Sheamus be smarmy on Cesaro when they were trying to decide who was going to face Braun Strowman. And all I could think of is well, they give Sheamus a microphone all the time.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah,
and Finn Balor.
It must be a sexist thing.
Yeah.
Well, and I think speaking of, I think her accent is fucking sexy as hell. I think she sounds beautiful, and she sounds she sounds intelligent. She's hilarious. She's utterly ridiculously funny. Yeah. And her and Charlotte together is maybe the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yes, I agree. I like their pair up, and it's been a while.
Don't pair them up now, though.
No.
Becky Lynch stinks. But
I agree.
But not her fault, though.
That was a highlight of the past 6 months of wrestling.
Yeah,
if that.
So
okay. Well, we're gonna end the night with probably the only other good part of the show, which was Daniel Bryan, quote unquote, firing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And I enjoyed this segment because I like heels. We've established this. I'm all about the heel life. And they beat the shite out of Daniel Bryan to the point where
first show since he's been cleared.
Yes,
weren't you cringing every time they hit his head?
Yes. It was rough. And the worst move in wrestling for me, where I out loud gasp and make a sound of ugh just pain is anytime there's a power bomb on the side of the ring. I just think of the back. Yeah, that back impact pain. I just shudder every time I see that. So the fact that I obviously am not the only person that feels that way, which is why Kevin Owens did such a horrendous move on Daniel Bryan for that, to drive it home that they don't give a fuck of who he is and that he's cleared. And I loved it. I loved the segment, even though I cringed and I felt so many emotions during this whole moment. I thought it was the only way you could go out of SmackDown was this way. And it was enjoyable, even though the whole rest of the whole, I can't even talk. Patrick, you better edit that out.
It's before 205 Live. That was right.
But anyways, how to close out SmackDown, you couldn't have done it better because you felt so many emotions. And I for such a shitty fucking show, they ended it on a good note.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty good bookends, and I kind of it wasn't the best SmackDown I've seen, but starting out with like the magical, like how much lip gloss was Daniel Bryan wearing in his opening segment? Like he seriously ate a bomb pop or something right before he came out because his lips were like fluorescent red, which props to you, brother. But he was so cute when he was talking about Brie and how she did this and she got him back to health and all the fans, and then ending it like this. I thought it was a perfect bookends for like, there kind of was a shit sandwich in between these two slices of bread, but I thought it was awesome.
Quick side note, the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have been removed from WWE.com, so they're really trying to sell the firing.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm 12 again and didn't know shit. Yep.
Yeah, before this stuff. But and then so is it going to happen then? Is it going to be Shane and Bryan versus Owens and Zayn?
Oh yeah, it definitely will be that.
Okay, cool. Who watched 205 Live?
Where's the cricket?
Yeah, I'll put
sound
the
effect.
Sound effect.
I have this thing.
Well,
hold on.
I did.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Ivan, I'm very concerned. It's been sounding like you've been playing with vibrators all night, just on different
Hey now,
speeds.
Patrick, we don't record our sessions with you.
Oh my God, yes. Ooh, all right, let's keep going. 205 Live. Yep, I'll read it. Don't matter. Okay. Let's keep it moving along. Okay, Lince Dorado went against Hideo Itami. I would not do a Japanese impression, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now because we don't really hear Hideo Itami talk any fucking way.
I wonder what he would sound like if he did talk, Pat.
No comment.
Don't.
No comment. But it ended in no contest. Then we had TJP defeated some guy they found in the back at catering named Kenneth Johnson. Yeah. Nothing really to say about that. But oh my God. Oh man.
This is actually the best. Is this news better than Daniel Bryan coming back?
I think so. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude here, like especially as an athlete that's had multiple concussions. I think it's amazing that DB is going to be back in business. But holy shnikes, Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali defeated Drew Gulak, and it was an amazing match. Great match. Like 205 Live has been putting on some fucking great matches outside. Well, I take it back. Their main events been amazing. No one is catching TJP defeat Kenneth Johnson. But Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak, hard-hitting match. They were all over the place. Some spots with the announce table. I think one of the barriers broke or some shit. It was just all over the place. Of course, he hits the 054 for the win. He hugs his mother that's in the crowd. Very emotional moment for
Wasn't it his wife?
Ali.
Didn't he hug his wife?
I thought that was his mom.
No. His wife is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I was about to say his mom's hot as fuck. Shit.
Well,
no. I take it back. Then it was Mustafa Ali's wife. And
I'm sure she'd appreciate that mix-up.
Yeah. But it was incredible. on WWE.com, they showed Mustafa Ali go through the gorilla position, and he gets greeted by Drake Maverick, aka Rockstar Spud, or whatever you want to call him. He congratulates him. Mustafa Ali cuts a little promo saying that we're going to WrestleMania. Cedric, token black guy Alexander, comes, and he's like, "Yeah, man, yeah, man." No, that sounds like Jericho. But anyway, pretty much said, "Yo, let's put on the show, and let's not have it end like the last time," because I believe Cedric Alexander won the last time that they fought on 205 Live. I'm excited about that. I hope that it's not a pre-show. Don't give those guys. I mean, it's for a title.
It's for a title, but I also don't know. Geez, I hope that they do put them on. But where the hell are they going to put them on the card?
Main event.
Unfortunately, Big Dog, your boyfriend Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar, they keep talking about the main event at WrestleMania, main event at WrestleMania, main event at WrestleMania. I'm just like, oh my God.
4 times in a row. Who? The Big Dog. That's who. And you want to know what else? Another Big Dog fact? I'm going to put in a dog barking sound effect right here. Big Dog is the only person to beat Triple H and The Undertaker in main events at WrestleMania. No one else has done it.
That's so sad.
That's why he's all 4 faces of Pat's Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
Roman, the second face is Reigns, the third one is Joe, and whatever his fucking last name is.
NOI.
Yeah, NOI. So that's all my 4 right there, and it's going to be all of them making like weird faces.
Can I just say that, like, I'm looking at our notes, and it makes my heart all aflutter to see Mustafa Ali, Drew Gulak, Cedric Alexander's names in the same line as the word WrestleMania, because it's all 3 of those dudes have worked so damn hard in their careers. It's just awesome to see, like, since I saw him so many times with AAW, I mean, it's just really so cool to see them even attempting to get to WrestleMania. I mean, I know Drew Gulak isn't going because our homeboy Boom Bae is going, but it's just really rad to see 3 dudes that worked so hard for so long on the indies in contention for a title at WrestleMania. Like, that's insane.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's getting me all the clumped.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh my God, I have to scroll down because all of a sudden on my
God
Google Docs, I have an amazing picture of someone who we shall not name anymore.
Yeah, it's good to have these notes, a lot of good information in there. But oh
my God.
Apparently it's really cold wherever he is.
NXT.
Those shorts look painted on them.
What's happening while we've been recording this? So we've got some results hot.
Oh yeah,
hot out the oven, Playboy.
Speaking of hot, Psycho.
I'm definitely putting a "That's Racist" soundbite right there.
fresh out the oven, Playboy.
Oh my God, you guys!
Is that a Southern Klansman?
Oh my God!
Can we please just talk about Tommaso Ciampa?
Oh my God!
Let's talk about Tommaso Ciampa.
Hey there, son. I got something right off the barbecue for you.
Oh, my Lord.
So Tommaso Ciampa, who has been coming out week after week, getting in the ring, listening to a symphony of booze.
I love him.
Which is the best promo because he's not saying anything at all.
Blackheart for life.
He comes out. He mean mugs the crowd. They yell at him. They curse at him. They scream at him. He picks up the mic, puts it to his mouth, drops it. And then afterwards, he just ends up walking out. So this was the 3rd time in a row. He comes out. They're chanting, Ciampa sucks, Ciampa sucks. He leaves the ring. He rips up a sign with the Gargano emoji, wipes his posterior with it.
His tuchus.
Yeah. And he's leaving.
That's a white person's name.
Johnny Gargano appears out of the crowd and punches Ciampa right in the kisser.
Oh no!
Security comes out,
so
pulls Gargano out of the arena because technically he's been fired. So that was the first segmento.
Do you think that the same cops that try to arrest Roman also try to arrest Gargano?
Absolutely.
I gotta see. Yeah.
Do you think that they also had to read the Miranda rights card?
Wait, they had to read them off.
Oh my god! Even have you ever seen Law and Order, dude? Like, how do you not know the Miranda rights?
That was the first thing I said when I saw that segment on Raw. Was like, wait a minute. Official cop would not need to read their Miranda rights off a televised.
And if you're hired to be a jobber to Patrick's boyfriend, like, how do you not make every single second of that moment the best it can be? Who the fuck hired this guy, and what indie bingo hall is he wrestling in, to steal a line from The Miz? Like, how stupid are you that you don't know the Miranda rights?
I mean, I know the Miranda rights because they've been read to me
numerous
times. So I understand.
Llama.
Yes. So
man, y'all ain't got no rights in the Uso penitentiary, Oos.
Oh my god!
And I'll tell you what, there ain't no Miranda that's finna be talking to you, boy.
Can we put the Miranda rights cop in the Oos?
Yes. Let's. Okay, both Val and I are submitting his.
Come on!
We're putting his name in the box to put
some Miranda rights, Oos.
Penitentiary.
You think they gonna be looking at that little emoji, that little stupid emoji, the penitentiary, Oos?
Oh my god, I love my life.
They eat up little Johnnies up in the penitentiary.
Oh no!
All right, I got nothing to say. So after that, Tyler Bate came out and said, "Mate,
wow,
I participate."
Did y'all know that he's dating Liv Morgan?
No, don't tell me these things.
What if she says, "I'll do anything you want. I'm talking anything, but I have to play my theme song in the background."
Oh God. Man.
So Tyler Bate,
I just lost my boner.
Tyler Bate discussed the fact that he has suffered a knee injury and him and his partner Trent Seven, have been pulled from the Dusty Tag Team Classic. So now Roderick Strong and a partner of his choosing.
Ooh, who's Roddy going to choose? Johnny Gargano? No, can't.
No, he's going to choose the Magnificent, the headliner of the new recruits of NXT.
Chris Hirono. Oh, sorry.
Who?
Ricochet. Hello.
Ricochet. No, Ricochet's in a match already.
Did they technically haven't announced it though?
Yes, they have.
Black Market Ivan, that was the most intense you've ever sounded.
Yeah.
That's how he yells at me all the time. No, you guys. He's always yelling at me like that.
They already talked about it.
I've seen it for years.
This little dog is terrified, just so you guys know. Poor Vader.
Wait. Remind me. It might be the alcohol hazing my memory.
If I can remember, Ricochet.
It's been announced.
Wow. Great. That's amazing.
Alice, I don't know. EC3, Killian Dane.
Oh, wait. Okay. Is this confirmed? No.
3.
This is a confirmed takeover match?
Yeah, the 6-man match that decides.
Yeah, for the North American Championship.
Anyway, so it can't be
right.
It can't be Ricochet.
Alcohol.
Hashtag alcohol and wrestling.
Wow.
So I've only had a coffee, so I'm in the opposite.
Danielle, might have to give you this shirt that I wear to bed. Get drunk and watch wrestling.
Val, I'll wear your shirt any day.
That's you know what? Who was
Everyone be quiet and just I want to hear Pat's thought. Silence.
I got a lot of thoughts. Before we get into this, I forgot to mention one thing. To the wrestlers on SmackDown,
Ahmed Johnson
and the mess. I gotta blank it out. To all the wrestlers,
anyone who's still listening,
all the wrestlers that are on the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster, you're all fake. You're all phonies.
Damn!
Because no one came out to help Roman Reigns when he was getting his ass beat, and no one came out to help Daniel Bryan. You're all fake and phonies, and you all need to be demoted to OVW.
I like that Roman Reigns had like cuff burns on his wrist from the beatdown.
Yeah.
Handcuffed. Oops.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Brock Lesnar took him to the suplex penitentiary. I don't know, whatever. But that's all I gotta say about that. I'm yeah, who was Roderick Strong's tag team partner?
He ain't announced it yet.
Oh my God!
You finna announce it at Takeover.
He doesn't have it yet, Oos.
Wait, isn't it supposed to? Oh, never mind.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait. It's supposed to be Ricochet.
Right? Ricochet is gonna be in
I
another
bet
fucking
it's Andrade
match. Okay?
Cien Almas. Just gonna
I thought I was the one smoking all the weed here. What's
You know
going
what,
on?
Patrick? Stop passing judgment over there.
So
I'm sober now. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah.
So the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic was Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. Oni Lorcan is the handsomest man in wrestling versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
I love Oni Lorcan.
Pete Dunne.
He also loves DIY Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
Guys, I didn't realize this. That's the answer. Pete Dunne was his partner.
Wait, who?
Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
Wait, did you legit just find this
I just
out?
found out. NXT happened as we've been recording.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
Because you just said that, like, I should have known that, and I didn't.
Well, it's been in our notes. I thought you seriously saw that.
Can all of you die, please?
Oh my
Roderick
God,
Strong.
I need to, like, scroll down.
Okay, I'm gonna stop yelling.
That's why I said I thought I was the one smoking. I'm
Okay.
the only one smoking weed here. I thought I was seeing things.
Patrick, are
All right.
you throwing shade?
All right, let's cool down the temperature.
This
Let's
dog
bring it
looks
down.
so disappointed in all of us.
Let's cool it down. So Roderick Strong and Pete
Sorry,
Dunne
Vader.
defeated these guys and have advanced. So that's actually a pretty cool tag team. Then Ember Moon defeated Aaliyah.
Who?
Aaliyah, she's one of the newer up and coming stars.
She wears cat ears like
She's
Natty.
the one that Natty stole the cat ear gimmick from.
Yeah,
Oh.
yep.
Wait a
Guys,
minute.
who's Raul Mendoza?
I'm sorry?
Raul Mendoza.
I
well,
know what he
Is that the
looks
name of the
like.
guy who read the Miranda rights?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently he came out on stage, and the NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas came out, tossed him off the stage, and Mendoza hits the guardrail head first.
Oh wow! Well, praise
Almas-
to him.
So Almas and Vega or Zelina Vega are on the ring. He said, "Oh, Alistair, you think you're so smart?" And then he says some stuff in Spanish. They're pretty much talking trash. And he says Alistair Black is a piece of beep. And then Almas says, "I want you to face me next week." Then William Regal came out and he said he's going to make an announcement that will change NXT forever.
Because Daniel
Oh.
Bryan's going to wrestle.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! And then
They're gonna go live, and
then next week is going to be Adam Cole versus Cassius Ohno. So
You know
it seems
what?
like a good. We did not watch this show, so I apologize for the watered down the thing. It just happened while we were recording. So any thoughts on the NXT world, guys? What do you think the announcement will be?
Well, if Regal is saying it will change NXT forever, it's gonna be announcing either another belt or another wrestler pulled from the indies. It's gonna be
Oh
something
my
that
god!
Or like maybe
damn Pat, tell me how you really feel.
I just got eclipsed by Ahmed Johnson's son.
I see. Oh my god! I gotta blink it out.
Okay, we need to post this on Twitter so if people listen to this, they know what the hell we're looking at.
Yeah.
Please
I'm
do.
not posting that picture. Not that one.
Scheduled for one fall podcast.
Danielle, go to sleep.
Podcast. Jeez.
Wow. Okay, I gotta be honest. This 5% mediocre, insufficient clearance beer has definitely made an impact on today's
Piss break.
episode. So y'all can judge me all you want, but I'm still gonna say dumb things for the rest of the show. So
Oh no,
enjoy.
you're all good. You're all good.
What is going on here, Ivan? No, stop.
I guess it's time for someone to go in the Chicago Penitentiary. And
Not me!
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make a sound effect of the gate closing. Ching! That's the jail closing.
That was awful.
Ivan, you know we have technology where we can just put that. We can put that in the podcast.
Okay, for the fans who are still listening at this point of the show, Black Market Ivan has been crapping pictures of Ahmed Johnson's junk over and over and over again into our notes.
And so now it's just his bulge.
On an increased zoom in ratio.
So that's
wild.
why there has been pauses and shocked reactions on the podcast.
That was the most Chicago you've ever sounded.
Oh,
You know,
So
I'm very impressed.
the alcohol is causing me to embrace my roots.
So last week we introduced the Chicago Penitentiary. Which every week we throw some poor sack of crap into the Chicago Penitentiary, and it is a cumulative list, which means Kid Rock is still in there. And next week, whoever we throw in there is still going to be in there until it overflows, and we have to just throw a grenade in the penitentiary.
Find out who the Miranda rights cop is and throw his ass in there.
Okay.
So we vote for the cops that arrested Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Throw him in
thoughts. The penitentiary.
I was going to say Kane. Throw his fat ass in the penitentiary.
Okay, so let's narrow down why exactly.
All right, for Kane, there's no reason for him to even be sniffing a WWE ring during WrestleMania season. Just go home, be a family man, go and run for mayor. The WWE doesn't need you right now. It's not like there's a shitload of people injured. Like, just go home, retire happy and fat. And just
damn,
like there's look, I love Kane, but there was no reason for him to take up.
I feel like they probably still have too many of his masks in the WWE merchandise warehouse.
Yes, it's all a selling merch promo situation.
If I see a kid in a Kane mask in 2018. I'm calling the authorities on his parents.
You're calling the fake U.S. Marshals.
Yes, I'm calling the fake U.S. Marshals where they can read the Miranda rights to them right while they're in their seats and handcuff the kid. Like, no one's buying Kane merchandise in 2018. Hell, nobody was buying Kane merchandise in 2011.
So is Kane in there because he should have retired already and not taken up space?
Taking up space.
So in that case, are we putting Glenn Jacobs in there or Kane?
Glenn Jacobs, yeah, Glenn Jacobs.
So he's gonna be in jail. He's running for office, and we're gonna put him in jail. That doesn't look good.
I don't give a shit. Is it him
Chicago? It happens all the time.
Or the Miranda rights guy?
I say we put the fake U.S. Marshals in there.
All right.
I actually don't hate Kane that much, but I think I'd rather throw John Cena in there sooner than I threw Kane in there.
John Cena's haircut.
All right. Well, we'll put.
Yeah, he definitely walked to a barber. Hey, I got $3. Just cut whatever you can. I got $3. I don't care what you do to my head. So I don't know. But
all right. So right now in a 200 square foot penitentiary cell, it's just one big cell. We have Kid Rock and the fake U.S. Marshals from WWE Raw.
I feel like you guys, I know that my phone died out when I was driving through the mountains or whatever last week. I don't remember why.
It disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Area 51, I think is what you guys said.
Yes.
I'm kind of shocked that nobody said I went to Parts Unknown, but that's okay.
Death Valley.
Damn.
Lady Mark for life.
Yeah.
I really do think Fabulous Moolah should have definitely been in there and not get a commemorative plaque because nothing should be named after that piece of human garbage ever.
Yep.
Black Market Ivan, you need to submit Fabulous Moolah into the Uso penitentiary.
I like it, but if she was still alive.
Yeah, she's dead.
I don't care. Put her dead corpse in there.
I don't want it to start smelling bad yet.
I did
it's already
say
gonna
that.
be weird. Kid Rock's in there.
I did say that. I did say that last week. If we dug up Moolah and put her in there, and I was like, oh no,
no. Remember we said that there would be a plaque outside of the cell that says donated by the Fabulous Moolah.
But that's even too much credit. I mean, she's just so wrong. She everybody talks about the Montreal job, screw job, the fucking Moolah screw job that she did. And what was that? Was that on Wendy Richter?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like so insulting.
Yeah, ugh. She definitely kicked out at 1. And for you new kids out there, yes, that's something that happened in the 80s and you wasn't even thought of. But you do have the WWE Network, and I'm pretty sure it's on. I think it's WrestleMania 2, 1 or 2 is one.
Yeah, it was 2 because Richter came out with Cyndi Lauper, right? No, that was WrestleMania 1.
That was 1. One of them. I don't know. We're old.
Satan spinach, bro.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So, speaking of the formerly Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale, here is the updated WrestleMania card before we finish up for the evening. First up, we have we don't know in what order. We have a order we hope it'll be in, but we already talked about that a few weeks ago. We're going to have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship.
They keep saying that that's the main event in WrestleMania, so I think, unfortunately, they're going to go with that. Like, every single verbiage I've heard has been when we main event WrestleMania.
So here's the thing. Let me tell you guys, the only way that this match can be the main event and that Roman Reigns can walk out as the ultimate babyface, okay? Here's the someone just posted this horrible picture of Kid Rock.
I'm looking at what Black Market Ivan is about to just drop on y'all.
I was about to drop some big news, and then I see a picture of bald Kid Rock. Okay.
Please read that so the listeners can see the horror that I'm going to have in my nightmares.
I'm going to post all this. Okay. So,
I'm sorry.
So Brock Lesnar comes out. And half the people are booing him because they know he's probably going to leave after this. Like they did, what was it, almost 20 years ago when they were singing, na goodbye.
Hey,
yeah, because they knew he was going to leave. Everyone knows he's going to leave. Now, imagine this, okay? The whole next few weeks and during WrestleMania, people in the backstage segments start to be like, man, we need Roman Reigns to take that Universal Championship back. We need him to bring it back to Raw or to the show,
So it's only Patrick who's saying that?
No. There are other people that like Roman Reigns, a few more besides Patrick.
Patrick.
During the pre-show, you got
Housewives,
all those people.
Wow.
The freaking pre-show panel talking about, is Roman Reigns going to finally bring the title back home where it belongs? Kind of like saying, man, it's not in the company right now. And here's the thing. Imagine, okay, the end of WrestleMania. It's the main event. The entire Raw and SmackDown roster, whoever's there, surrounds the ring for the entire match. And every time, and is cheering Roman Reigns on every time he wins it. They get in the ring, prop him up in the air like it's the biggest celebration ever because he finally took the belt off of Roman Reigns, something no one else could do. That's not going to happen. That would be the only way for people to be like, yes, he's a hero. So that's just my 2 cents. That's the only way in which I care about the result of that match.
Yeah. I mean,
you feel it?
I'm excited about WrestleMania. I'm excited about it. I mean, look, man, it's Roman Reigns. What else can I say? There's really nothing else I can say about it. It's Roman fucking Reigns, man. What else?
So, another match. We don't know. Once again, we don't know what order it's going to be in. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I just posted this in our private group. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle just released a promo pic that looks really awesome. Where they're in WrestleMania hoodies, all in black, we're ready. That's a pretty cool promo pic. So I actually kind of like that. It's looking good. I'll show Danielle here. It looks pretty cool. So that's going to be a fun match. WWE Championship match, which I hope either this or the next one I'm going to mention are the main event. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This is going to be a classic. It just cannot go wrong.
Knee to face.
No. Where's the offensive racism buzzer right now, Simon?
People have had enough of the sound effects, but I'll bring it back.
I don't think so, actually.
So
Patrick, what do you have
sorry.
to say?
I'm
Wait, everybody. Patrick,
what will Shinsuke say when he wins the belt?
What will Shinsuke say, Patrick?
I am finally. Okay, never mind. He's not saying nothing.
Then, which hopefully is the main event, the SmackDown Women's Championship match: Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
I think that's going to open WrestleMania.
I hope not.
Well, the opener is a pretty important match, though.
I mean, Kevin Owen, even though I'm not the biggest fan of his wrestling styles, he said if you're not going to headline, you want to be the opener, and I think he's right.
Yeah, the Shinsuke versus Rusev match for Fastlane, that was, it was good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's cool.
It's cool.
Then the Intercontinental Championship: The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Will Dean Ambrose come out and attack someone and help Seth Rollins win? Will Balor Club or a new member of Balor Club come out and help Finn Balor win? Will the Miz I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Who do you guys think is going to walk away with that belt? Who's going to walk out with that strap?
Wow.
Okay, I don't even care anymore. Actually, I think we already talked about it. So
Okay,
move on.
if I throw in my...
I'm so confused by the picture I'm looking at right now.
I know, right? I can't even find words to say what I'm going to say
Balor,
next.
Rollins. Who's going to win?
Braun? Is that Braun Strowman on Sasha Banks' body?
I'm going to go with Finn Balor on this because just
Legit Braun?
has he had a belt?
Yeah, he was the first
first ever.
Universal champion, and he had it for 24 hours.
Oh,
Because
so
Rollins
was he?
punched his shoulder up.
Post coming back from injury, has he had a belt though?
No.
So I'm gonna go Finn Balor on that.
I think Miz is going to retain.
No, because I don't think Miz is going to retain because his kid's about to pop out at any moment. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Seth. I think they're going to give it to the man. So, yeah.
Val and Black Market out. Ivan. What do you guys think? Who's your votes?
Well, they just made new OGBC t-shirts, and they got to sell those real quick. So I think Finn Balor.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah, they've been pushing.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Okay, so you're for Seth, Patrick, and then the rest of us are for Finn. Okay, awesome.
I would like to see Miz retain just because he's such a smarmy prick, and I love him.
Me too. I agree. I love all his promos. He's awesome right now.
And the fact that he's crying about how now it's got to be, I don't even have to be pinned to lose my title, and I'm the longest reigning, blah, 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 meow, meow, meow,
I do love his promos because he
Excellent.
pulls material from outside the WWE universe when it comes to like the whole Too Sweet and your indie fan base. Like when he throws that type of material.
Is that the first time that anybody's ever called Seth Rollins Tyler Black?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, you're right.
I also, you know what? I think I want the Miz to lose because it's fucking Prince Devitt, dude. It's the guy's legal last name. Fergal Devitt, his name.
Yes. Like
Devitt, here's creepy Miz because he's a creep and that's why I love him. Unless that was like a dig at Neville. Who knows?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Prince Devitt.
Hey, good point.
Think about that.
Ooh, does that mean that Neville's gonna come out?
By the way, where the fuck is Neville?
Oh, is he?
He's in purgatory. He's hanging out.
Is he in the Uso
Wait, Braun Strowman still needs a tag team partner.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I don't think he'd come back for that.
No, but didn't he like actually leave WWE? Wasn't that
because he didn't want to lose the belt to Enzo.
Yeah, sexual harassment.
Yeah, hey, we don't know
who
that guy is. What? Who?
Who? What?
Yeah. His name is banned alongside Ahmed Johnson.
Yes, his name is more banned than
what is this
Ahmed Johnson.
Why is there a picture of Cedric the Entertainer in our
I
notes?
was just wondering that. I was like, why is Cedric the Entertainer on?
Cedric Alexander?
I think Simon is.
I didn't put that.
I think you're being racially insensitive.
Oh, I didn't put that.
I don't even know how to work the internet, so it obviously wasn't me.
So then the Cruiserweight Championship
Mustafa Ali.
final.
Boombaye.
Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa,
Our
I think
Chicagoland boy
all
versus
of-
Cedric the Entertainer Alexander.
all of us, I think across the board are, of course, because we're biased.
Yeah, but I
Number
also
one.
love that he said, like, he is awesome and he's a great wrestler, but oh man, Mustafa, it would be so great to see him.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I think he needs to win, like by far.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And Cedric
that's
is
the
amazing.
only choice.
He's like
That
the
is the
nicest
only
dude
choice.
on the planet.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be awesome. I once again just hope it is not on the pre-show. That's all I hope.
It will be.
Then we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Bar versus Braun Strowman, and who knows? So who do you guys think? Is it going to be Elias?
It better be Elias
I think
and
it's going
Strowman.
to
Who else could it be? Could it be Big Cass? Will he return for that?
be. Oh man, I don't know. Two big guys. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. Because you know what? I can see WWE doing that because it's kind of like the curveball. Everyone knows, like, oh man, well, Elias don't got shit to do. But then if you don't pick him, then Elias has no match on WrestleMania. We want him to get that WrestleMania payday. But if they did throw Big Cass out there, then oh well, who gives a shit? Don't care. Braun's gonna win anyway.
I just want. I know they were involved in a piss break match. I just want the Revival to be relevant.
Yes,
Oh.
I am with you on that. I am so disappointed that they are just not having any good feedback and light shed on them. They are amazing.
Did you guys watch the ride along with them? It was like the Miz Taraj taking a limo, and they were like eating lobster and crazy shit. And then the Revival were like the dudes that were like driving themselves, and it was really charming and cute. I'm not really the biggest Revival fan, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I
fought the Revival.
Yeah, FTR. Especially since douchebag ex-boyfriend is obsessed with them. Double.
Yeah, fuck that shithead. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him and the Revival.
But they were actually really cute on the ride along. So if you haven't seen it on the network, check it out. It's the Miz Taraj segment is hilarious, and Bo Dallas is just a dream. He's talking about horses and chickens, and it's really good. They eat lobster in a limo.
Hey, who doesn't like lobster?
I love lobster.
I thought that was gonna go wrong. I thought that was gonna go left. But I'm
I was gonna say something very inappropriate, but
about lobster?
Yes.
I need to know what you were gonna say.
Oh, well, we'll do it off air.
Got a girl.
There we go. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, Danielle, don't leave me on this island alone.
Then we've got the Raw Women's Championship, a match I cannot wait for. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, who will win the belt.
Nia Jax. I think
Jax.
she deserves this moment after the bullshit time she's had with WWE. I am going to put all my money on Nia Jax.
Hold on, I have a sound of cards. It could be like money being put on the table. Hold on.
What? No, that just sounds like I'm shuffling a deck.
There's money.
Yeah,
being put on the table.
yeah.
It doesn't sound like money being like rained upon. Okay,
No.
It sounds like someone farted.
Or maybe it's
I was gonna say it sounds like somebody making a mouth fart noise.
like raspberries.
Yeah.
Could you imagine doing Okay, if I gave you $1, could you do raspberries on Killian Dane for 60 seconds?
Ah! Is Danielle alive?
I'm gonna
Oh,
throw
my-
up.
All right, Killian Dane or Beer City Bruiser. Raspberry, 60 seconds.
Oh my
$1.
God.
One
No,
brand
you would
new
need a
shiny
lot.
dollar.
A lot more money than a fucking dollar. Hell no.
All right, someone else is gonna get this dollar.
I feel
So-
like
What are your
I don't
thoughts?
know.
I mean,
Maybe
if it was Zack Sabre Jr., I think Val and I would
I would
disagree.
pay you $1 million.
Right? We would pay you to do that. Okay.
Let's start a Patreon.
Yes.
That should be one. That should be a punishment. If we can get Killian Dane and we all make results, and whoever loses gotta. I don't even want to repeat it. Oh my god! Just thinking about it is making me
Scottish,
sick.
right?
Yes, he's Scottish.
You ready for a wee old raspberry
And you know what
on the
sucks
hairy
is
belly?
I love Scottish people
Me too.
until I,
Me too, I love
saw him and I was like, oh, I don't know if I love Scottish people anymore.
Nikki Cross is
She's
With
Scottish as well.
no, she's with him. Who's she dating? I think she's dating Killian Dane, right?
I don't know. I don't know their personal lives. Shit.
I even wanted this turn into TMZ.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I like Nikki Cross. I mean, if Nikki Cross is like, listen, okay, never mind. So
Yeah,
we got the United States Championship. This is even though I like Bobby Roode and I liked Jinder Mahal's title reign, I don't care about this match. United States Championship, Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal. What do you guys think? Are you excited?
Bobby Roode, because I love his theme song and I'm very vain.
God,
Agreed.
So I love a good song I can sing to. I like a very glamorous robe. So I'm just about the vanity here, and I'm all about Bobby Roode.
all right.
And like him and Charlotte have just been amazing.
Right? Yes.
don't
Everything-
care for this match.
You know what, Pat? I didn't ask your opinion.
Don't care for this match.
Who's
I'm
going to
pretty
be
sure
in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? The Revival already said they're going to be in it. Who else is going to be in it? Who's going to win it?
I'm going with Kurt Hawkins.
Yes.
I'm going with
Probably
Kurt
not.
Hawkins. He won a match in over a year. Why not? You know, definitely not going to be Zack Ryder. It's not going. I wanted to. And you know what? I'm going to pull the race card here. I wish it was Apollo. Give it to him. But you know what? The Andre Memorial Battle Royal don't mean jack shit anyway. What do you get?
I mean, it paid off for Baron Corbin, but it didn't matter for Mojo
Did it?
at all.
Did it?
Well, I mean, he's always in the top of the card. I
Yeah,
mean,
but isn't he in this year's Battle Royale?
Baron Corbin.
Yeah. I thought he. I mean,
Maybe.
maybe I misheard it.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
I thought he was going to be competing again in this.
If we're looking in the matches, he doesn't have a match, so you got to put him somewhere unless he's going to be in the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal in drag, like Santino was.
So who's going to win the women's? Becky Lynch is not in a match, right?
I was gonna go with Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. That would be good.
Wait,
Oh,
are they pulling NXT people?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They said that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I did not know that.
have they
Oh my
stated that?
gosh, my mind has
they
opened
did.
up a lot
Yeah,
more.
it will be all brands of women competing on this joyous event.
I would say Kairi Sane. That's my.
She already won. She already won the Mae
Yeah,
Young.
but they're not really doing much with her in NXT, so
Yeah, I
they
guess,
should
I
just move her on up.
Hey Val, what would Kairi Sane say if she won?
Oh no!
What? Are you
Mhm.
kidding? She would say nothing. She is a lady.
Yeah, she
okay.
doesn't
Okay. She's
Oh, good
Um,
play.
Hey guys, let me brainstorm with you a little bit.
Okay.
Would it make sense? I don't think so because of the stigma of weight and the women.
Weight and women.
Yeah, listen. Hear me
What
out.
are you
Let me finish
talking
my
about?
sentence,
I
please.
feel offended
Let
already.
me finish my sentence.
Okay.
For
I'm
there to be
offended.
women's matches on 205 Live? Is it because all women,
Yeah, they
literally
would not
besides
do
Nia
that.
Jax, are
Okay,
under-
as,
Yeah, they would.
as
Yeah,
a
they would
woman,
find that.
as a plus size woman, they would not do that.
Girl, I weigh 202 pounds. I'll put on 3 more pounds and I'll beat somebody's face in. I don't care.
Hey, it is.
But
what
no,
it
you know what I'm
is.
saying? Like what if, like, because I'm thinking of Kyrie. You talking about Kyrie saying made me think of like the high flying women and the leaders of the world.
Well, it's not going to be 105 live.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God. It'd be a cheeseburger from New Japan.
No.
Versus James Ellsworth every week.
Yeah, 105 live. Holy shit.
I just think because women have such a stigma with weight in general.
I just said that, man.
You guys are scaring Vader.
I have to yell at someone every week. I was talking about women in weight, and you're like, "What are you talking about?" Listen, I'm gonna break this can on my head right now. Hold on, listen.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna straight up Sandman this.
He legit is bashing a aluminum can on his forehead.
The views and opinions of Black Market Ivan are those of him and him only.
Right. I'm just trying to answer his question. There is a reason why.
Time's up. Hashtag time's up. Hashtag me too.
Oh no. I'm gonna
That's
remove myself from the conversation right now.
Oh geez, Louise. I don't know.
I would say that there is an unfortunate stigma that, for how many years has it been seen and not heard kind of BS for women? Shoot, I'm wearing a shirt today. I'll send you guys a picture that I took yesterday at the Dodgers A's game where a guy was wearing a t-shirt that said she wants the D.
Oh no.
And I'm like literally wearing a friend of mine made this shirt that's says feminism is the radical notion that women are people. And so I thought it was appropriate to take a picture with this D guy wearing this shirt. And his wife came up and yelled at me for taking a picture with her man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's gross.
Fucking asshole. Like that's a bitchy woman and a dick of a man.
Yeah. So,
dick man.
Excuse me?
I don't know why they don't say the women's fighting weights and things like that. Like, I'm proud of my size. I've been anywhere from 226 to 165. And all along the way, I've been, stoked about who I am. So I don't know.
You're right. But that's on that note, it's more of, it's been so shamed in culture that WWE is playing a game if they decide to go there. But they already are when it comes to Nia Jax.
Yeah.
They do not say the weights of anybody else except for her. And that has pissed me off from the get-go since she's got onto the main roster.
I don't care. She can put all 272 on. You know what?
But you know what I mean? Like they do not mention anybody else's weight except for hers. And it's bullshit. It's called no. It's only fair if they do that for the men's wrestling. Why not do that for the women's? Who cares? I am completely with you, Val. Like it doesn't matter who you are or what poundage they want to say that you're at. It doesn't, if that's who you are, it doesn't you don't create a certain stigma about it. I am very passionate about this subject, so I'm just gonna.
I just don't see what the big deal is. Like, I don't know. Maybe because my dad is like 6'11" and 350 pounds of dude. Like, I've always assumed I was going to be like a big badass woman because that's who I am. But I know a lot of other women are told like, you must be skinny. You should be a size 0. Or if you're too skinny, then you're not healthy enough. And it's like, it's lighten up and let people be people. But I would like to know how much somebody like Charlotte weighs because she's so damn buff. You know what I mean?
Right? Exactly. And she's again badass. And why not say what she is, but they'll always say how much Nia Jax weighs. It's so political and bullshit, and I'm fucking over it. So I'm with you. I agree.
I also feel like it's really interesting that they keep bringing up Nia's size and weight, and even though her and Alexa Bliss are BFFs in real life, the whole angle of like Shrek through TSA kind of thing.
Messed up.
That I was legit pissed off that they went that route with doing that promo.
Yeah.
Because they could have gone many routes. I mean, many people who love watching the Alexa Bliss Nia Jax relationship watch Total Divas and see their friendship play through. And Nia Jax has been very open about her struggle and her visual image and how she is received by the audience. Like she has been open about that.
And Bliss too. Bliss has struggled with eating disorders her entire life. So it's kind of surprising. Part of me thinks it's like them taking the power back, but it's also not at all. It's like, it's very surprising that WWE went down that road, considering how both of them are very open with their body image issues and treatment throughout their lives. I don't know, but it's also a good teaching point to be like, look at Nia. She's going to destroy you for saying stupid shit about her. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and to that point, the only silver lining is how much Charlie Caruso shamed them for saying those hateful things. So like, yeah, the whole world just heard you bullying and saying these nasty things. So they did at least portray it like, hey, that was really mean. But there's no repercussion.
It's also the thing that bums me out about a guy like Silas Young, and everybody's like, well, that's his character. He's supposed to be that guy. He's supposed to be that piece of shit guy. And Alexa Bliss is supposed to be that piece of shit girl. But there are people that truly believe these stereotypes and these negative things about women's bodies. Like, you can't have this women's revolution, evolution, schmevolution, and then have that in the next breath. Like, it's just insulting and kind of gross, because there are still so many men out there that think that, and there's so many women that feel ashamed of who they are just because of who they are. It's like gnarly. I don't know.
I completely agree. I feel that the way they're going about it is still not equal. It's still not shedding light in a proper way, in a all around receiving way for both sides.
Right.
I completely agree, Val.
Her calling her Shrek is so messed up. However,
it was perfect.
However, Nia Jax can invite me to her swamp anytime. Get it? Get it?
Patrick alive? Has anybody checked?
I would go to Nia Jax swamp also anytime. Okay,
Patrick, it shows that your mic is muted. Now you're good.
Okay.
Thoughts on the swamp?
Oh
no! No thoughts.
Nope. No swamp thoughts, huh?
No
I
swamp
think
thoughts.
let's just be honest, Patrick. If you're taking a piss break, you can tell us. It's okay.
I did earlier.
You know I was taking a shit break. I'm sorry, man. This vodka's running through me.
I know a few people whose bowels get affected by liquor. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, that's for another show. So, but Pat, can you make me a promise next time if you're recording the show mobile like that, like on your phone or a mobile device,
just leave it unmuted.
Leave it unmuted but save it. Okay, I want you to drink like a gallon of water before the show. Save it for a really stupid segment like the Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal segment, and be like, guys, let me tell you about the segment, and I just want to hear you pissing for the whole.
You know what?
It's a different kind of podcast.
I don't know if I can do
3D.
Oh no,
3D.
3D piss. I'll think about it.
Yeah, just start drinking water, and next week, by next week it'll be ready.
What is going on with the show?
I'll piss on the air. You want to give me that segment? I'll do it.
Oh man,
Danielle's down to do anything. That's
you know what? Speaking of breaking ground, if we had women,
we were just talking about women's empowerment, and now we're talking about recording each other pissing.
Hey, I guarantee that no podcast on Earth, no podcast in the Milky Way galaxy has ever recorded a wrestling podcast in which a woman audibly urinated.
There you go.
I don't know that I want to be the first. That's not the kind of groundbreaking podcast.
I'll volunteer myself. As long as I'm at the point of intoxication that I'm at right now.
You want to donate to our Patreon and hear them piss?
There's got to be at least one or two piss addicts.
But Danielle, do you want those people hearing you pee? Like,
I'm gonna have them slide into Patrick's DMs.
Pat, let me ask you this, Pat. Who?
Yeah.
How about this? No, never mind. I was gonna say, how about whoever we say there's no chance in hell that they will win the battle royal. If that person wins, you have to be the one recording the piss. So think about it. We'll talk about it next week, right?
That's disgusting.
I think it's revolutionary. Okay, media is changing in all types of ways, guys.
Dude, we're gonna get kicked off of iTunes.
Yes, we are.
So anyone who's still listening to the show, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate it. We are on YouTube now. Every day we upload the Scheduled for 1 minute, which is you get to hear me talk for 60 seconds about today's wrestling news. Of course, Pat uploads every week this show. You can hear it live as you're listening to possibly right now, or on iTunes and all RSS feeds. And of course, soon we'll have more video content. And whenever the four of us get together, we'll definitely have some good video content.
Holy shit, that's going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts.
That's going to be wild.
But guys, well, I don't have anyone to shout out this week. I didn't see any retweets on my end. But if you guys have
anybody, no, I don't give a shit about anybody at this point. Because I'm just pissed that the fans were chanting "You deserve it" to Roman Reigns when he was getting beat to smithereens by Brock Lesnar. So right now, I don't really want to talk to nobody because I'm pretty sure there were millions of people at home chanting "You deserve it" to a guy that busts his ass day in and day out, week after week, to entertain you, the WWE universe, and that's how you repay him.
You know what? I really think that your undeniable fandom for Roman Reigns will get us some tickets to WrestleMania this year. So you need to preach it to everybody, Patrick, because nobody's on his side except for you. So if we're going to get tickets to WrestleMania, it'll be because you are the only fan of Roman Reigns.
Well,
so keep saying this.
It's a good thing I'm a fan of Roman Reigns. I used to be a fan of Lash LaRue. And we see what happened to him in WCW. So,
oh my god,
yeah. So yeah, I don't have any shout outs. You can find me at _ Patrick Pryor because some dickhead took Patrick Pryor, and yes, I tweeted them about 2 days ago, begging them for my name, hoping
no response.
No response. They haven't tweeted in 9 years. So hopefully,
no.
So I was thinking maybe if I tweet them, they'll get like an alert to their phone, like, hey, someone said something to you, and it would be me calling him a bitch and telling him, hey, can you please... You know what? Look, at this point, whoever has that name, I'm willing to PayPal them $500 right now, just so I can get Patrick Pryor back. I've been wanting it for 9 years, and some shithead. There's not even another cool Patrick Pryor on the planet. There's a guy that's a painter in Minnesota that's a artist named Patrick Pryor. I couldn't get PatrickPryor.com because that shithead has that domain, and I had to go with Patrick Pryor online. You know what? You can just find me at _ Patrick Pryor on Twitter. And you can find me on Instagram at Patrick.Pryor. And yeah, that's about it.
Val, where can we find you?
That was creepy. On Twitter for sure at Val Capone, obvs. And on Instagram at Valfonts. Because my name ain't Valerie.
How you spell that?
How do I spell that?
How you spell that?
Wait a minute. Your name is not Valerie?
No, not at all. It's Valfonts. I'm named after Alphonse Capone.
Really?
So it's
really?
VALPHONSC.
I didn't know that. Really? That's your name?
Valfonso Ribeiro. Yep.
That is the most badass name ever.
Well, I thank you.
Holy
yeah, no,
shit.
I'm pretty.
My mind is blown.
Val, I've already been crushing on you since episode 1, but now I really got a crush on you.
Well,
calm down, neckbeards listening. Calm down.
Yeah. This is you got to pay for that. That's
but I just want to give a little bit of love to my Chicago crew, other than the three of you, because I miss my Chicago marks so much. I haven't found any wrestling out here. It's been tragic. I had to celebrate Austin 316 Day by myself. It was brutal. So much love to the kids that are always at the AAW shows and the freelance. Like, if you don't already follow freelance on Twitter, hell yeah, you should. Freelance Underground also. There's going to be a killer show at Batterbrow, this awesome brewery on the south side. So at freelance UNDRGD, like Freelance Underground, but with no vowels in the underground. And freelance wrestling, of course, at freelance rests. Some of the guys and gals that we talk about all the time come up from there. In fact, Mustafa Ali was freelance champ for a long time, and of course, my homeboy GPA. I love me some GPA. I want to say he's at GPA Thinks. He's a great wrestler. He's a wonderful dude, and he's just a treat to watch wrestle live. But yeah, you should check out freelance wrestling. And AAW, of course, is at AAW Pro. They have some of the top talent in the biz. You know, I mean, Tommaso Ciampa was pretty much always on AAW shows for a couple of years there. And so you're going to see a lot of the talent that you see now on WWE and Piss Break Wrestling come out of AAW and freelance. So yeah, definitely check them out. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys and gals at the Zello Pro show in Milwaukee on 420, bro.
I think I might have to call off from my employer that day, but just don't tell them, okay? Shh.
I forgot to mention, Alundra Blaze, and all right, they're coming. Like, there's this show coming to Chicago. It's all women wrestling. I want to go to it because.
Shimmer? Are you going to Shimmer?
I think it's Shimmer. Yeah, I think it's them because Bull Nakano
I'll be there.
Will be in Chicago, and I was a big fan of her back in the New Generation era. I thought she was like the Nia Jax of that era, So I really want to go. I want to go to that. Like, I really want to go. Like,
Shimmer is awesome. I actually, it's really, really good. A lot of the Mae Young Classic ladies came out of Shimmer, like Mercedes Martinez. Oh, she's so boss. She wrestles at Shimmer. Candice LeRae, the last time I saw her wrestle was at Shimmer, I want to say. You know who is on the next freelance wrestling show, which is kind of blowing my mind. Sorry to bring it back. Simon Gotch, actually.
Yes, we saw him at Zello Pro, like their inaugural debut.
Yeah,
he was amazing.
So that's April 28th at Logan Square Auditorium. I definitely will be there. I'm so damn excited. And the thing I love about freelance is it's like still really gritty, amazing, high flying, intense action, but it's just like a big party. Like, I go to freelance and I just have a blast, sober or not. It doesn't matter.
Love it.
Yeah, they're just amazing. And Simon Gotch is on the show. Stevie Fierce. If you don't know him, that's because you suck at life. Check out Stevie Fierce. He's like one of the regular guys at freelance. Kylie Ray is going to be on the card. If you don't know her, she's amazing.
Yes, I love her. Love how smiley she is.
Smiley Kylie.
She's so like positive because she always is like super cheery in all of her promo pictures. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. And Ethan Page, All Ego, he's phenomenal. He's going to be on that show. Eric Cannon, who is a badass from Minnesota. He's actually sponsored by PBR. He's amazing. He's on the show. So it's going to be a really good night. If you guys are available, maybe we can have a little scheduled for one hangout, I
want to so bad. Yes. I'm going to see if I can maneuver my schedule.
Schedule for one blunt.
Yeah, that too.
Wow.
But it's at 9 p.m. Yeah, like, bell time is at 9 p.m. So it does go a little bit later. It is 21 and over because sometimes you get a little rowdy with the booze there. And it's Saturday, April 28th at Logan Square Auditorium. So one of my favorite referees will most likely be on every other match. Andy Long, also known as Two Juice.
Got that long juice,
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, what do you know? The show's over.
Holy shit.
Hey, Simon, Black Market Ivan, where can they find you?
They can find me at Black Market Ivan on Twitter, or go to YouTube, type in scheduled for one fall or scheduled for 1 minute. That's what they call Danielle. That's what the ladies call me, the Minute Man.
Oh,
1 minute man.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my! Well,
you'll find out if you go on the YouTube. So,
That's why Danielle drinks so much.
that's why I'm intoxicated every time you hear me.
that was wrong, man. That was wrong. All right, guys. Pat, take us away, player.
That was 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the 8th. Yep, that was the 8th episode of Schedule for One Fall, and yep. Everyone be safe. Everyone
no!
be safe. Knee to face. Knee to face.
I have
See
to
you at
face.
Breath.
I have to face Beth
Simon.
Challenger.
What is happening?
Oh no! Okay.
I'm gonna practice, you guys.
We thank you for listening to Schedule for One Fall. We here.
All right, we're done.
What the hell, man?
Okay, we're done. What you want to say, girl? Come on. What you want to say, girl? Come on, get.
Goose.
Patrick.
She's got it. Val has to go.
Patrick just left, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, he did. Oh my god, he completely logged
Okay.
off.
Val, have fun at practice. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Oh my God.
Okay, bye.
Bye.